Hello, everybody. My name's Rick McCutcheon. I'm a Dynamics 365 MVP. And today on Partner Talks, I have a special guest. I have Madhu Vajpey, and he's from Endeavour. Madhu, introduce yourself and tell the people who you are and what you do.
Thank you, Rick. I really appreciate the invite. Love Partner Talks. I'm Madhu Vajpey. I am the CEO of Endeavour Solutions. We are a Microsoft partner, Dynamics partner across Canada. I came into this role from a merger that actually happened a couple of weeks ago between Endeavour Solutions and Purely CRM. But prior to that, my background has been as a developer. I started out in a technical capacity in the 90s, did damage at places like DMR Consulting Group, Fujitsu Now, EDS, and Microsoft Canada for about 6 years in a sales function. I went over to the dark side. I've had a few exits of my own, mostly in the professional services space, with companies I've been involved with. Most recently, also some brief experience with Salesforce.com. So I'm kind of bringing a lot of the professional services and consulting and CRM background to it, which I find in this particular role was very helpful. So kind of what brought me here was essentially the merger. As I said, I sort of see this market as, a fragmented one, a very fast growing one, but a fragmented one. And what I was looking to do was to get a very good Dynamics platform going from a delivery and customer support perspective and have that be coast to coast across Canada. We go from Vancouver all the way to Halifax, a broad, very strong range of customers and a very, very customer-centric platform we are. So as a service provider, what we look for is the retention of the customers, the long-term relationships, and the understanding of their business. So I think that's where we are
So,
today.
so Madhu, we should talk about, we're going to talk about a Canadian perspective first, but then this is an international show. You took Endeavour and you took Purely CRM and you put them together. And one's in Vancouver, one's in Toronto, but I think it was a very nice match. So maybe we can talk a little bit about, where those companies came from and what it's going to look like now they're together.
Yeah, now they're together. I think what we're looking for is the breadth of the offering that we can take to our customers. So now we are CRM, we are ERP, and that's the complete suite of ERP products. And as everyone moves to Business Central, there's starting to be more and more of the synergy between those two product families, even within Microsoft. So being able to offer that across Canada and the United States, we actually have a fairly significant US customer base as well. So being able to do that across Canada, we're Canadian focused, but Canadian based, I should say, but we really look down south and we see this as one big market for us. And so being able to also get a little bit of scale. A lot of these, we see a lot of inefficiencies in the subscale players, and being able to bring that scale to market means for our customers, first and foremost, it means that they can now get a more efficient operation from us. So we're better at serving them. It also means that we can make the investments in their particular line of business as we hire the specialists that know not just their functional and technical needs, but also understand their business well. And I think that is something that is going to serve them well. We have, certainly in Endeavor's case, we have a 97, 98% customer retention rate. And that is a powerful indication of the length of the relationships and how, over what period of time we actually work with our customers. Endeavour is 3 decades in business now, so very much the pedigree. And so what we're excited about is fast-growing market, customer need, relationship-based, very much a relationship-based engagement with our customers. And that's why the fit. I think we love Purely, we love what they do, and Endeavour certainly is one of the gold standard in ERP.
And if we look at the two together, I think it really expands that, cloud footprint that you can deliver in a much bigger way and gives you the capacity to expand. And let's talk a little bit about what this means to your relationship with Microsoft as you get to become a bigger partner.
I think, as I said, I think there's benefits for customers for sure. We just talked about that. There's also benefits to Microsoft in terms of our ability to go to market with more industry solutions, increase our footprint and therefore Microsoft's footprint in those accounts. And that's, I think, one of the big things for us is as we become a broader player as opposed to just, okay, here we manage your ERP. We want to be a little bit more than that. So as we do that, I think the other thing for Microsoft that I find particularly exciting coming from Microsoft myself is we are completely 100% a Microsoft player. So this makes us very different from the other GSIs and the other larger players out there that support multiple product sets. We are focused 100% on Microsoft, and we are getting to that scale point where we can really be effective in driving more market share in Microsoft products that surround business applications. Particularly excited about the Power Platform and BI. I think that's a huge opportunity that we're now starting to just get our arms around. The cross-sell opportunities between ERP and CRM CE is I think it's pretty significant. Everyone knows what those are. For our employees, what it gives us is much more opportunity, right? You can now go out and do more for customers. This is exciting to them, and for shareholders, it really just unlocks the value as we get to scale. So I think for all of those stakeholders, there's some pretty significant upside.
So Madhu, you're a very busy guy, and you probably got a lot on your plate. But what would you like to share with us about what you'd like to see for 2023?
I'm going to go back to an interview you did with Nicola Cadwell over at Purely CRM a couple of months ago, and I think you asked her the same question. It was, what are the 2023 plans? And I'll echo her answer. I mean, I'm sure she couldn't talk about the merger back then, but it's growth. For us, it is we want to grow this. We think that there's just a lot of potential in this market, and she said that, and I'm saying the same thing now, and I don't think that's any different. Our focus through 2023 would be to grow organically, but also through acquisition. So we are keeping our eyes open for other like-minded firms that could join our platform and that could be a good fit for us.
Okay, perfect. So Madhu, thanks for your time today. And I'm looking forward to talking to you in the near future about all things CRM and ERP in the world of Microsoft. Have a great day.
Much appreciated it. Much appreciate the opportunity. Good day.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye.